Vladimir Putin's 9 weirdest habits. 1. Putin hates his work. The Russian president has many grand visions, but he detests the boring side of running a country. Putin finds economics especially boring. He's habitually late to the meetings with his ministers. Some officials have had to wait up to 5 hours for him, and those were urgent meetings. When Putin did finally arrive, he always got bored. He can't sit at a meeting for longer than 15 minutes. 2. Putin hates reading. Putin is used to hearing specially prepared reports. He believes everything useful can be relayed in 5 minutes. He avoids reading documents if he can help it. Instead, Putin has his generals retell their contents to him. He gets his news from Russian television. 3. Putin is embarrassed to wear glasses. Although he's 70 years old, Putin likes to appear spry. That's one of the reasons he rarely reads. His eyes get tired quickly, yet he doesn't want anyone to see him wearing glasses. 4. Putin is the least punctual man in government. The president is notorious for always being late. His ex-wife Ludmila said he used to be late for every date. Sometimes she had to wait 90 minutes for him to show up. In 2012, Putin kept John Kerry waiting for 3 hours. He was late for his meeting with the Queen. He kept the Pope waiting. In 2002, Putin met with the parents of children killed in a plane crash. They had to wait for him at a cemetery for 2 hours. They weren't allowed to start the funeral without him. 5. Putin follows a very particular diet. Putin doesn't wake up until mid-morning. He has his breakfast around noon. Putin begins his day with a large omelet or a bowl of porridge. Then he drinks a juice containing beetroot and horseradish. The ingredients come from the farmland estates of Patriarch Kirill. Putin will never accept food that hasn't been tested first. He has a personal taster to avoid being poisoned. Putin avoids drinking alcohol altogether. 6. Putin doesn't use smartphones or the internet. He gets all his news from Russian state-run television. He demands it be available on his foreign trips. Putin also has Russian press clipping compiled for him. He prefers these scrapbooks to intelligence reports. Putin's former guard says
he's been living in an information cocoon for the past couple of years.
7. Putin has kleptomaniac tendencies. In 2005, Putin was hosting a group of American businessmen. He asked to see Robert Kraft's 124 diamond Super Bowl ring.
I could kill someone with this,
Putin joked. Then he stuck the ring in his pocket and left the room abruptly. Kraft later announced that the ring had been a gift. Later that year, Putin was a guest at the Guggenheim Museum. He was shown a glass replica of a Kalashnikov filled with vodka. The gaudy souvenir costs $300 in Moscow. Putin nodded to one of his bodyguards. The man took the glass rifle and carried it out of the room. The hosts were left speechless. 8. Putin likes bizarre, staged photo ops. In 2011, Putin went diving in Taman Bay, Russia. He emerged minutes later, carrying 2 intact, ancient Greek amphoras. Putin supposedly found the priceless artifacts on the bottom. In 2012, Putin flew with a flock of Siberian cranes. He used a hang glider to direct the birds' migration. Then he went to the Far East to protect the tiger population. Putin went into the woods and immediately saw an ultra-rare tiger. He shot her with a tranquilizer dart, supposedly for a rescue shelter. It later emerged the tiger had been sedated and brought from a zoo. She died of a tranquilizer overdose. 9. Putin was a philanderer and a wife-beater. In the 1980s, Putin worked in East Germany as a KGB agent. While stationed in Dresden, Putin was spied on by a West German agent. She was codenamed Balcony because of her large breasts. Masquerading as a translator, the agent became close to his wife, Ludmila. She revealed that Putin cheated on her and abused her. While still married, Putin once remarked,
anyone who can spend 3 weeks with Ludmila deserves a monument.
There were rumors that he also got Balcony pregnant.